I see a lot of people, especially women, overestimating themselves and thinking they are worth more than they are because they're judging themselves by the standards that they judge the opposite sex. This is wrong. Men and women look for completely different things, and not coming to terms with this is a huge mistake. Let's look at an example of a 35-year-old businesswoman making six figures. This woman's looks are deteriorating, and she's probably not much of a homemaker due to her career. But in her own mind, she will consider herself an amazing catch because she has a successful career, a trait that she herself finds attractive in men. She will reject men that don't meet her expectations and hold out for a man that can easily attract a younger and more attractive woman. If she doesn't realize her true value, she's going to be alone for the rest of her life, aside from the cats that will eat her fingers after she chokes to death on her own self-loathing. Let's also look at a quote-unquote nice guy that gives women what they say they want and doesn't understand why he's always getting dumped and rejected. He may be young, good-looking, caring, and supportive, but that's what he wants in a woman, and is making the mistake of assuming that women are attracted to the same things in a man that men are attracted to in a woman. So what are men and women attracted to? Well, there are several ways to examine this, but I will share a system that I've developed. It may be similar to something you've seen before, as the basic truths are nothing new, but the system is my own. Anyway, let's get started looking at men. Men are attracted to four things in descending order: beauty, youth, virtue, and personality. Beauty is obviously a woman's physical appearance. How hot is she? Is she in shape? How big are her tits, etc.? Youth is simply the question of whether a woman is within her fertile years. Women in their 20s are the most desirable, and that worth drops quickly after their mid-30s. Virtue is a measure of a woman's character. Is she a virgin? Is she a cheater? How many sexual partners has she had? Is she a single mom? The more virtuous a woman, the more attractive she is to a man. Personality is whether the woman is nice, fun to talk to and do things with, interested in similar things as the man, etc. This trait is desirable, but ranks at the bottom of desirable traits because it's easy to fake by women. There's a joke that having a good personality is a euphemism for being fat or ugly, and it's true for the most part. The ranking of these traits is important. They are not equal. A woman who is beautiful with a terrible personality will attract far more men than a woman who is fat or ugly, but has an attractive personality. That's nature, folks. Get over it. Consider these four traits using a 15-point scale. Personality, which is at the bottom, is worth a single point. Virtue is worth twice that, 2 points. Youth is worth twice that, 4 points. And beauty is worth twice that, 8 points. As you can see, the most important thing in a woman's sexual marketplace value is her beauty, which is why women spend so much time and money on their appearance. Our businesswoman from before in her mid-30s with deteriorating looks may have a high value in her mind, but her actual value may be non-existent. She's not beautiful or youthful anymore, so those are out. She may or may not be virtuous, but let's assume that she's like most women and rode the cock carousel for a decade during her 20s. That leaves personality, the lowest ranked trait. Her high salary career might give her a sense of entitlement, wherein she expects people to always do what she says, and her being away from the office means she won't be able to offer a man much affection or companionship. In reality, this high-flying career woman has no sexual marketplace value, and if she doesn't want to die alone, she needs to seriously lower her standards. Now let's turn to women. Like men, women are attracted to four things in descending order: resources, physicality, alpha traits, and personality, bringing up the rear once again. Resources are how much money a man has and is capable of earning. Much how men have a scale to judge a woman's beauty from 1 to 10, women judge a man by how much money he earns and how much resources he has. A man earning the average wage of $50,000 a year is basically a 5, while a man earning $100,000 a year or more is basically a 10, depending on how high maintenance a particular woman is. Physicality is a man's genetics and appearance. How tall is the man? How muscular? Is he balding or does he still have his hair? Women are just as superficial as men in regards to appearance, but since it ranks at number 2 behind resources, you will still be able to get a hot woman with enough money. Alpha traits describe a man's attitude. Women like the bad boys because they're confident and assertive. They know how to take charge and how to lead. Women are naturally attracted to this. Personality is related to alpha traits, but also includes things like being thoughtful, giving a woman attention and affection, things like that. If all you have is personality, women will judge you as a creep if you try to give them attention and affection. However, if you're a good-looking rich bad boy, they'll spread their legs for you and thank you afterwards. Our nice guy from before lacks both resources and alpha traits, which is why women reject him. He has some marketplace value, but he will either have to lower his standards or better himself in order to attract someone better. This is one reason why attractive men settle for unattractive women. Another reason men might choose to date unattractive women is to prevent them from leaving them for someone equal or better than themselves. Women are able to date up, meaning that they can often get by on their looks alone, while a man will not be able to attract a woman with higher marketplace value than him. There is simply too much competition. A woman who is beautiful, young, virtuous, and has a pleasant personality will have endless men confessing their love for her. She can get any man she wants. Here's the thing though. A woman's marketplace value is almost entirely based on things that are temporary. Her beauty and youth will eventually fade, and her virtue will fade as she is sexually active, meaning that even in the best circumstances, a woman's value always goes down over time. In comparison, the only trait a man loses over time is his physicality. He may put on weight and lose his hair, but that's about it. A man can continue to attract young, beautiful women based on his other traits up until and sometimes including retirement age. So here's a message for everyone listening to this. Women, you need to find a man in your 20s and settle down while you're young and attractive, if you want a quality man. If you waste your youth having fun and expect to settle down in your 30s or even 40s, consider this your wake-up call. Men, I hope you realize by now why marriage is a bad deal. Even if the laws didn't allow women to rape men in divorce and family court, there is still no good reason to marry a woman who will age like milk while you age like wine. If you're single and childless, you'll be able to easily increase your net worth and attract beautiful women throughout your life. Everyone's probably heard the old saying, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? Well, why commit to only drinking the milk from a single cow when you can get milk delivered by a succession of cows throughout your life, each one younger, healthier, and whose milk is more delicious than the last? If you're a young guy, don't worry about women. Just focus on bettering yourself and the women will follow in time. Boys chase girls, but women chase men. Anyway, I hope you found this video helpful. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section, and I'll see you next time.